You say this word dozens of times a day. You said it yesterday to someone you love. And every single time you use it, you are quietly telling them that nothing they feel actually matters to you. The word is but. And it is doing more damage to your relationships than any argument you have ever had. Think about the last time someone came to you upset. Maybe your partner, maybe a close friend. And you said something like, "I hear you, but," or "I understand, but." You thought you were being reasonable. You thought you were showing empathy before making your point. What you actually did was erase everything you said before that word. Psychologist John Gottman spent over 4 decades studying couples at the University of Washington. He observed thousands of conversations between partners, recorded them, coded every interaction, tracked which couples stayed together and which fell apart. And one of the patterns he identified again and again in couples heading towards separation was this. One partner would try to express something, and the other would respond with what looked like empathy on the surface but carried a quiet dismissal underneath. "I get that you are upset, but you are overreacting. I love you, but you need to stop doing that." Every sentence that starts with warmth and ends with "but" teaches the other person one thing. The warmth is fake. The part after "but" is what you really mean. You're watching Mind Unlocked, where we decode the hidden patterns of the human mind. Here is what makes this so dangerous. You do not even notice you are doing it. The word "but" acts as a linguistic eraser. Whatever came before it gets wiped out in the listener's mind. Gottman called certain destructive communication habits the 4 horsemen: criticism, contempt, stonewalling, and defensiveness. And "but" is the vehicle that carries at least 2 of those horsemen straight into your conversations. When you say "I understand, but," that is defensiveness wearing a mask of empathy. When you say "you are great, but," that is criticism disguised as a compliment. The listener does not hear the first half. Their brain throws it away and locks onto the second half because that is where the real message lives. And over time, weeks, months, years of hearing the real message hidden after "but," the other person stops believing anything you say before it. They start bracing themselves every time you open your mouth. They are just waiting for the word. And once someone starts waiting for it, trust is already cracking. You have done this. Sit with that for a second. Think about the last time someone you care about told you something that bothered them. Did you listen all the way through? Or did you wait for your turn to explain why they should not feel that way? Most people do not listen to understand. They listen to respond. And "but" is the bridge between pretending to listen and saying what you actually wanted to say the whole time. Your partner says, "I felt hurt when you forgot our plans." And you say, "I am sorry, but I had so much going on at work." You just told them their hurt does not count because your reason is more important. You did not mean to. You probably genuinely feel bad. And none of that matters because what they heard was, "My feelings come second to your excuse." Now multiply that by every conversation you have had like this over the past year. Every "I am sorry, but." Every "I love you, but." Every "you are right, but." Each one is a tiny withdrawal from the trust between you, so small you never notice it happening. Until one day the account is empty and someone walks away and you have no idea why. So what do you do with this? You replace "but" with "and." That is it. That is the shift. I hear that you are upset, and I want to understand what happened. I am sorry I forgot, and I want to make it right. It sounds almost too simple. The difference is that "and" lets both things be true at the same time. Your feelings are valid and my experience is also real. But forces a choice. It says only one of us gets to be right here. And makes room for 2 people in the same conversation. Gottman found that couples who stayed together for decades were not couples who never fought. They were couples who fought differently. They made each other feel heard even during disagreements. They did not erase each other's emotions to win a point. The word you use shapes whether the person across from you feels like your partner or your opponent. And most people have been choosing the wrong word their entire lives without ever questioning it. There is something else nobody talks about with this. It is not just romantic relationships. Pay attention to how you talk to your kids. I am proud of you, but you could have done better. That child does not hear pride. They hear the condition. They learn that your love has a footnote. Pay attention to how you talk to friends. That is a great idea, but I think you should try this instead. That friend just learned their ideas are only worth hearing so you can correct them. The word follows you into every relationship you have. It shapes how people feel around you. And most people never trace their loneliness back to a 3-letter word they say on autopilot. Starting tomorrow, just listen for it. Do not try to fix it yet. Just count how many times you say "but" after something positive. After "I love you." After "I understand." After "you are right." You will be uncomfortable with the number. And that discomfort is the first sign that you are actually paying attention to how you make people feel instead of just how you think you sound. The people closest to you are not listening to your intentions. They are listening to your words. And right now, one word is telling them that every kind thing you say comes with a catch. So the next time you are about to say "but," stop. Just for a breath. And ask yourself, do I want to be heard, or do I want this person to feel safe enough to stay? Subscribe to Mind Unlocked for more insights into how your mind really works.